What is up, you guys? Welcome to another Fallout 4 Let's Build on my channel. Today we're going to be trying something a bit different, and that is the first video in my Decorating with Junk series. So this is not a lot of building involved in this build, obviously. It's just decorating a kitchen and adding a few pieces of furniture, but I really did transform the space, and I thought you guys might be interested. So if you like this and you want to see more in the series, make sure to leave me a thumbs up and let me know that you enjoyed it. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So right now what I'm just doing is dropping so much stuff. Obviously that Yaogami is going to go back in my inventory, but I thought maybe it would fit in the fridge, but no. As soon as I dropped it, I knew it wasn't going to. So one of the things you can do if you want to make it easier for you, this isn't required for all parts of the kitchen. Pretty much every other part of the kitchen, you can just decorate it from your workshop mode and it'll be fine, but you're going to want to make everything straight and then put it into the refrigerator. So one of the things that I had to do was crouch down really, really low to get everything on this bottom shelf, and it definitely wasn't going to get down otherwise. You can't turn anything. You can't turn them left and right very easily when you're just trying to move them. So if you're going to want the labels to show, which I definitely think looks nice to do that for at least the ones that are on the absolute outer area of the refrigerator, you're going to have to go into workshop mode, just spin it around towards you, and then put it into the refrigerator. So after filling up the refrigerator, I decided that on the top would be where I wanted to keep my wine. I like to play immersively, and there is a child in the house, so I want to make sure that they couldn't get to the wine with their little computer brains that obviously want to get very drunk. So I just decided that I'm going to start putting these all up here, and I actually really like how it looked at the end, but make sure you quick save a lot if you do this too. You see me quick saving a few times because I didn't want to hit one of them and shoot them all out or have any issues, but I actually only had to do this one time before it was completely fine. Something you may not know about certain items is when you steal them, when you bring them back out of your inventory, they still say steal. And if I was to pick up one of the items that said steal on them in the presence of somebody who lived here, such as the guy who won't stop standing in the corner of my house right now, they would attack me and everybody would become hostile towards me at this settlement. So be really careful if you're working with those items. Some people choose to just sell them and not work with them at all. But I know that for refrigerators and kitchens and stuff, these aren't going to be items I'm actually grabbing. These are just decorations I'm doing to keep them in the house so that the house looks nice. As a quick tip, this is the absolute easiest way to put the wine bottles up here. You just want to make them sideways and grab it from the top part of the wine bottle so that it's like a completely straight post that you can just kind of stick in on top of the rest of them. Another tip about decorating with junk that I find really helpful is that you have to make sure that if you really want something that you don't put it into your workbench, because if you're using it in your workbench and then there's something like steel in it, it will get scrapped and all the items will just be put into your workbench instead of like the coffee pot or the teacup or the really nice plate that you had. So one of the things that I collect a lot that I really like to have is the vases with flowers in them. So every time I see those, I grab them and then I put them in a separate little box in my settler's house. So just keep all of the items that you find really important or that will be really good for decorating in a separate box because you don't want to have them in the workbench. Decorating the table is definitely the easiest part of it. If you want to move things and pick them up like I did here, you can do that. But you can also just do everything completely from workshop mode, except for if you want to stack bowls on top of plates or plates on top of other plates. Any attempt I tried at putting candles on top of plates did not work. The candle just inevitably pushed the plate through the table and onto one of the chairs. Every time I try to do it, I try to do it a couple times, and it just wasn't happening. So there is that. And the forks and the knives are just as easy as everything else. I didn't make everything completely straight and even because I thought it would look unrealistic. So I put some things there as if people had preferences for where their plates and stuff were and what kind of stuff that they had in front of their chairs. So it doesn't look like a dollhouse in here, that's for sure. So at my sanctuary hills, I actually use the backs of the houses as the barrier for where my settlement ends. So I decided that I wanted there to be at least some sort of way that you could see inside the house here. So I ended up just putting a half barn wall and I did a turret right on top of it outside. So hopefully no grenades will get sent into my kitchen, but I thought that it looked really nice, so I wanted to do it. And this is about the end of the video, so I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.